Hey guys, welcome to my video on how to freehand paint a skull. So the main colours I use in this are Xandri Dust for the base, this is a mid-tone, and for highlights Ishabti Bone, and maybe Screaming Skull for any very high highlights. Shadows, Steel Legion Drab, a little bit of Mournfang Brown, and Rhinox Hide. I'll be painting the skull on this spare rhino door I had lying around. I've just primed it black, nothing special. You can use any kind of primer on this, any colour you want. So what I'm doing here is I'm using some measuring lines. So this is where the bounds that I'm going to be drawing this skull in are. Just kind of the area, the rough area I want. So now, roughly midway, maybe a little bit lower between these lines, I'll draw another third point. And then between that and the top point, I will start drawing a circle. Really rough, nothing special. This, at the moment, the paint I'm using is Xandri Dust, watered down, about 1 part Xandri, 3 parts water. It is extremely light, but that's just so we can get a smooth surface and a rough sketch to work from. So I've started drawing the top of the skull, the dome. It's just a rough circle, and then I start drawing the cheekbones in. So these, I start drawing at the halfway point that I marked earlier. Kind of draw them pointy, like essentially any skull cheekbone. And then at the bottom I'll draw a rectangle to basically show myself the rough area of where the jaw's going to be. So using basically 3 shapes, a trapeze, a circle, and a rectangle, you've got yourself a pretty basic rough skull shape. Don't get put off on how it looks right now. This is the kind of thing where you keep going back and forth until you have something you're happy with. So here I start drawing in a little triangle on the rectangle to pronounce the jaw, the top jaw. I'm not doing a bottom jaw on this skull. And then I throw some curves in under the cheekbones to curve it into the jaw. There, I'm just painting in the nose hole. Sort of drawing in some rough eyes. I think I go back over these in black just because painting the eyes was a silly move. Yeah. So the eyes in negative space, you don't need to paint them in this rough sketch stage. So yeah, here's me pronouncing and bringing out the shape of the jawline. I'm basically just going around the whole skull at the moment. I think this is 2 to 1, 2 parts water, 1 part Xandri Dust. Yeah, going around, picking out the nose, the jaw, come in and do the brows. It is literally connecting to the top of the jaw. I do the bridge of the nose there, which is very important to get the shape of the brow. So you can see here it looks an absolute mess. One eye is bigger than the other. It's all over the place, but this is what we want. This is extremely rough, and it gives you room to play with because of how thin we have the paint. So I come in with some black here, Abaddon black. I'll start building out this eye a little bit more, just fixing it up to look kind of similar to the other one, and then get them matching each other. Abaddon black is also really useful for going around the edges and picking up any mistakes or changing shapes, which you want to keep doing back and forth just so you have something you're happy with. Yeah. Here I'm just filling in the skull now. Just a flat Xandri dust base, coming in with a hairdryer. Really thin layers to get a nice smooth finish on it. Starting to take shape now. You can see how it's gonna look, and it's not too bad at the moment. You've got the eyes, the nose, the jaw, and the shape of the skull.